What's up, y'all? Welcome to my page. I'm Wine with B, and today we are gonna have a little story time. Okay, so today's story time is about the time my ex from back in the day, Bum, stole my sister's bike because he was mad at me. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with our drinks. I don't have wine today, but I have a little pineapple juice with some rum in there, some regular dark rum, and coconut rum. So grab your drinks, get your popcorn, grab a seat because this is gonna be a funny story time. So I think I was about, I want to say like 20 years old in Chile. I was a hot thought, young and ready, Little Caesars, you name it. All right, so I was dating this kid that was basically a bum. I had met him on this, it was like I don't know, one of those like teenager meet somebody sites, like You Now or something like that. I forgot what it was called. Or no, I do. It was called My Yearbook. Okay. So initially he had like messaged me on that website, whatever, and he was cute, because at the time I had a thing for like light skinned guys. Don't ask. So I was like, oh, he's mad cute, da da da. Let me talk to him. So we started talking, and we ended up meeting up, and things got serious. Like we ended up going out and stuff like that. But when you're with somebody for a while, you start to kind of notice like the weird things about them. So first of all, ciao. He didn't get a haircut as much as he should have. Ew. So it made him look extra bummy. His front teeth were kind of crooked. And I'm so weird because I have a thing for teeth. Don't ask me what it is. I just like love a guy with a nice smile, right? He was tall, which I like, whatever. He was just like mad goofy sometimes too, like goofy to the point where it was like corny. Like initially that was something I liked, but then after a while I was like, okay, just please, just shut up, please. And all right, so me and him was cool, like we were vibing and stuff like that. At the time, like I worked at a grocery store, and I was making my own money because like my parents always taught me like make sure you're independent and stuff like that. So whenever we would go out, like he would never buy me anything. Like I was always the one like reaching into my purse and stuff like that. Mind you, I was young and dumb, so don't get me for that. A few things adding up to his bumminess. Okay, he wore the same jacket. You know that Jay-Z jacket from back in the day, from the brush your shoulders off era. Yeah, that jacket. He wore that jacket every day. Okay, every day. He wore the same boots every day. All right. Okay. He also wore this hat, man, this like Eskimo looking hat with the flappy ears, and he thought he looked so good in it. I wanted to tell him like, please, just throw it out. Please throw it out. I hate the hat. You look awful. But of course I didn't do that because I didn't want to be like super rude. I'm supposed to be the nice girl, but like inside my head I'm really crazy and mean, but I digress. So adding to his like bummy nature, I remember this one time like he had asked me to borrow my iPod, and mind you, at the time like that was one of my favorite iPods because it was one of the little, I forgot what it was, the Nano or something like that, I don't remember. And it had the screen, and like you could watch movies on it and stuff like that. And I had my name engraved in it because it was a birthday present, so it said happy birthday, blah blah blah, whatever. So that was my favorite iPod. I was so happy that I had that, whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever, like I'll let you borrow it, like just bring it back tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, right? And I meet up with him. Mind you, I had a car in the moment at that time. So let me tell you, at that time, I had a car, I had a truck. It was like an old beat up truck. Like that car shut down on me so many times. So I'm going to get back to the reason why I'm telling y'all at that time, at that young age, I had a truck. So anyways, so I met up with him. I picked him up, whatever. So I'm like, oh, hey, like you have my iPod? You know what he said to me? Chill. Hold on. I need a drink before I tell this. He said to me, oh, like the house I was staying at, they ended up stealing it from whoever was there, ended up stealing it from me because I went to sleep, and when I woke up, the iPod wasn't there. They must have saw me with it, and then they were jealous. There was like 3 other people in the room. So when I woke up, I was questioning everybody like, yo, where's this iPod? Where's this iPod? Da da da. Let me tell you, I went off. I was like,
where's my iPod? You're joking with me right now. You're wilding. Where is my stuff? Where's my stuff?
I didn't say stuff. I said SHIT, but trying to keep it cute. So he couldn't tell me where my stuff was. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, you're going to buy me one back. Like, you need to buy me one back. I don't care if you don't have a job. I don't care. Find the money and get me my stuff, or you need to look for it. Like, I want my stuff. Like, I was so irritated. That's one thing about me. Like, if you know me, then you know, like, I want my stuff. Like, I need to have my stuff. Don't touch my stuff because it's my stuff. And don't borrow it and don't return it because that... Oh, but anyways, back to the story. So, we're going to fast forward. I just wanted to give that little tidbit there to show y'all that he was a bum. So, later, after the whole relationship, I ended up finding out that he was the type of person, because he was from a hood city. I'm not going to say the city because I know I'm going to offend people. But he was from a hood city and he did hood things. So I found out later on that he sold stuff for money. That's how much of a bum he was, right? Okay. So basically, I'm telling y'all, he sold my iPod for money. Right. Okay. So now we're going to fast forward. So I like to call myself CSI, or like whatever, CSI, FBI, whatever you want to call it, or CIA, because when I tell you, you could give me a name and I could find out that person's information from A to Z. I could find out that person's information from A to Z. I promise you. So at the time, I was suspecting that he was being unfaithful, right? So he had used my iPod Touch at the time, because I also had another iPod. And he had logged into his Facebook from my iPod Touch. So, I went to go look at my Facebook that I had at the time, and I saw that he was still logged in. So I know y'all ladies know, if you're going to look through your man's social network, like, period, point blank, you're going to look through his social networks. So me, I went in and I was looking at the comments and the pictures and all that. And then I went to the messages.
The DMs, y'all.
Tell me why I went to the DMs, girls upon girls that he was messaging. Like, I'm talking like, oh, like, it was nice seeing you yesterday. Like, I want you to come me again type stuff. Yes, I promise you. And I literally saw red. I saw black. Because when I get angry, I like black out. I'm that angry. Hold on. Anyways, so mind you, okay, so I like blackout anger or whatever. So I had said to him, you know what, we're done. Like, I had contacted him on his phone, and I was like, oh, and mind you, I forgot to tell you guys, the phone that he had was bought by me. Yeah, I sound like a stupid person, but remember, I was really young at the time and so stupid and like, whatever. I had bought him his cell phone that he had. It was a new cell phone that he had wanted for Christmas, and I had gotten him that cell phone. Fast forward. Okay. So anyways, I called him up and I'm like,
oh, so you're talking to other girls?
And he's like, oh, what are you talking about? And I'm like,
why did I go through your DM and I see your messages with all these other girls?
And he was
like, no, da-da-da. He's like, how did you get into my Facebook, da-da-da?
And I'm like,
how did I get into your Facebook? That's what you want to ask me? You need to tell me what you was doing with blah, blah, blah 2 days ago, and you just saw me. How about that?
Girls, he was shook. He was so shook. He didn't even know what to do with himself. So
I was like, we're over. We're done. Da-da-da.
I like cussing him out like the ghetto ratchet girl that I was. Because, like, when you're angry, your ratchet side comes out, whatever. Well, me anyways. So I'm cussing him out.
Like, you're done. Da-da-da. I don't want to see you again. Give me back my phone I bought you.
And all of that. Yes, I'm petty like that. That's me. Yep. Give me back my phone I bought you with my coins. Period. So then he was like, no, what you talking about? Da-da-da. So I hung up the phone on him, right? So he kept trying to call me back, not answering. Because at that point, you're a bum. I'm done with you. Like, do what you got to do. So then tell me why he ends up showing up to my house, bruh. He showed up to my house. My parents were at home. My sisters were home. So I did not expect him to show up to the house. I'm like, first of all, how did he get there? Because, y'all, mind you, he didn't have a car. That's why his nickname is, we call him Lime Bike, because all he did was walk and took the bus, and he maybe biked around to get around because he was a bum. And I had a car at the time. So he showed up to the house, and I'm like, he's like, open the door. And I'm like, open the door? I'm like, what are you doing here? What are you doing at my house? Like, you're about to get cussed out. Like, you need to leave. Like, I don't want to talk to you. What are you doing here? Whatever. And
he was like, let me in. Like, open this door right now. I want to talk to you. Da-da-da.
And I'm like, no, you don't have anything to say to me. Go talk to blah, blah, blah in your DMs. That's who you need to go continue to talk to, since y'all was kicking it 48 hours ago, right? Okay. So then, he was like, open the door. So he's like, I gotta give you the phone. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I cracked the door open, me being dumb. And I was like, give me the phone. And he was like, no. So he's trying to like push his way in, like trying to push his way in the door. And you know me, like, you know, when you're angry as a Black woman, you gain super strength. I was Superman. I was like pushing the door, and he was trying to push the door. And mind you, he was like really tall. He must have been like 6 feet something, right? So he's like pushing the door, and I'm like pushing the door. So he like tries to put his foot in the door, and I'm like pushing the door on his feet. And he's like, yo, you're messing up my shoes.
I'm like, I don't care about your raggedy ass shoes, whatever.
Right? So then he moves his foot because he sees that I'm not playing. And then he tries to put his hand in the door. So I like whack the door on his hand. I don't care. At that point, I don't care. And he was like, oh, my hand. And I slammed the door. And he's like, are you kidding? I was like, leave. You need to effing leave. Get off my property. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then he disappears. I'm telling you guys, he just disappears. And I'm like, okay, well, cool. Like, it's over with. Whatever. Like, in my feelings, like, okay, bye. See you. Like, I don't know why you showed up here. And come to find out, y'all will never guess what happened. Bruh. I went in the backyard. I don't know why I went in the backyard. Something told me to go in the backyard. Because at the time, like, we lived at least 25 minutes away from each other. And remember, he didn't have a car. So I'm like, how the hell did he get here? And how did he get here so fast? And remember, he didn't have a job. So I'm like, how did he get here? Like, did somebody drop him off? Did he take the bus? What did he do? Let me tell you something. I went in the backyard, and my sister's bike was gone. Gone. My bike was there. My other sister's bike was there. My sister's brand new bike, bruh, was gone. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm seeing things. Like, I'm losing it. I'm like, bruh, this bum guy literally stole my sister's bike. He stole the bike. So at this point now, I'm trying to call him, like, I'm like, yo, where did you go? Not picking up the phone. I'm texting him, cussing him out, like, you need to return my sister's stuff now, or else I'm about to call the police, da-da-da. I'm going to report you, da-da-da. All of this, girl, not picking up the phone. So I'm panicking because I'm like, oh my God, like, my parents are about to kill me. Mind you, my parents are Jamaican, so they're crazy. I'm like, my parents are going to kill me. I don't know how to, like, explain this. I don't know what I'm about to do. So I ended up calling the cops, and I made a police report, and the cops were so nice. Mind you, I live in like a quiet town, so not a lot of like bad things happen, I guess. So I know they were like, oh, this Black girl, I know she got drama. But anyways, so I was like, somebody stole the bike, and I gave them all the information, like the bike model and all that, because you know me, I'm crazy, so I know all that information. And they're like, oh, we'll get back to you if we find anything, da-da-da. So, like, I was just basically freaking out. There's so much more to this story, but obviously I can't put that all in one video or else it's gonna be like an hour long. So if y'all want part 2, please comment down below. Tell me that y'all want part 2. Please comment, like this video and subscribe. And then I'll be back with a part 2 if y'all want it. Let me get to at least 25 likes if y'all want part 2. All right. Peace.